Discord. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Danny, and I'm the owner of Trade Signals. This is gonna be my first video, so if it's a little awkward, sorry about that. But I wanted to go over support and resistance levels for you guys, and what it is, what support and resistance, how you can use it to trade, and why it works. Pretty simple. Um, For my example, I'm gonna actually use Amazon, right? I think Amazon is a very good example for this video, and I'll show you guys why. All right, so Amazon had earnings on, what was it, January 30th. Now after earnings, it popped like over $200 and hit a new all-time high, right? Hit a new all-time high, kind of retreated, and after a new all-time high, you kind of had to sit back and analyze where the next support and resistance is going to be. So let's go over that real quick. After earnings, the day after earnings, right, Amazon dropped right here. This day it dropped. This candle, the low of this candle was 2002.27. It bounced off that. The remainder of the day, after that bounce, it kind of started trading a little lower, but still it never broke that level, right? So it did hit that close, or at least close to that level, towards the end of the day. Now you could have said, okay, it bounced off here, so you could have said this is the new support. You could have, it could have or could have not have been right, but from the charts, it looked like that was going to be the new base. Okay, so when it hit that again, you could have said, okay, I'm going to get in, I'm going to buy some options, and I'm going to trade it the next morning. So it gets in, you get in here, and it kind of bounces, but never breaks that support, right? Now the next day, it opens, it opens, pops, and goes to 2043. You could have sold for a profit. You could have sold Amazon contracts for a profit because it bounced off that support again. Now let's say you sold for a profit. Amazon goes back to that level, but it kind of established the support here, right? Kind of established the support. Could have bought back in and traded it. You could have bought back in, swung it the next day, and made a nice profit yet again. So that's basically support, and support is basically the floor, the new floor for the stock, where it usually bounces off of. Now what's resistance? Okay, resistance is the complete opposite. It's basically the ceiling where the stock gets knocked off of. Okay, we can see with Amazon that it kind of created a ceiling at around these levels. I'll draw it around these levels right here, around around those levels right there. You could have played puts, I mean, the first time, no, because you obviously, no one knows that this is going to be the new resistance. But the next time it hit it, you could have played puts, and if it broke past that, you could have sold your puts for a little loss. But overall, it dropped a little bit, and some of this is due to Jeff Bezos selling shares. So that's fundamentals that you can't really mess with. But nonetheless, Jeff Bezos selling shares, the stock is going to go down. You could have bought some puts at resistance, and on the fundamentals, and over here it established a new support. Over here it bounced, it traded higher for the rest of the day. It never went back to that 2000 level. It never went back to that 2002 level. Kind of just stayed over here. Amazon, Jeff Bezos was still selling shares, still kind of dropped, but held that new support right there and kept trading higher. I would have bought calls. Actually, we did buy calls. My chat did buy calls. I signaled Amazon calls around here, after it bounced, but you know, it never went up. We didn't sell until we finally saw some action, until it either broke support or, you know, went back to resistance. We saw it come up and we sold around here, but we sold around there. We could have actually held longer because after that break of resistance, you know, after that break on the ceiling, you know, it traded higher, but we sold, we took our profits, didn't risk it. And yeah, guys, that's basically going to be it for the first video. That's support and resistance. You know, support right here, the floor, resistance over here, the ceiling. And you could trade that in obvious reasons, you know, by puts at the resistance, by calls at the support. Keep a tight stop loss if you do this, because anything can happen. You know, even with news, it still might bounce off support. But if there's some news and it's coming back down to support, I really wouldn't try to buy at that point, because the news, you know, you don't know how powerful the news is unless it's obvious, like trade war or an actual war, you know, and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys can apply this to your trading and try it yourself. You can use this for day trading, you know, swing trading or anything else, and you can get pretty scared. But as long as you keep a tight stop loss, I think with this strategy, you guys can be pretty profitable with it. And that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. But subscribe, like, comment if you can, and see you guys in the next video.